Hi guys, welcome back to Arnold's Farmhouse. Today we have something excited about our chickens. So let's go see the surprise.
Alright, open up the door. Alright, so Amelia knows that we have in here some fake eggs that we got, and they actually knocked one of the eggs down here onto the ground. And when I got home today, I actually was able to find that there's a little green egg out here. So Amelia, why don't you grab it? Why don't we take it out here in the sun and look at it?
I feel like it doesn't have enough. Is that the only egg?
Yeah. Alright, come here, Amelia. Alright. Go ahead and tell us about it.
So this egg is pretty special. If you shake it, you won't hear the... If you don't hear the yolk, that means it might have a baby in it. But let's see what's in this.
Alright, hold it out in your hand so we can see it. So yeah, we recorded that just before leaving for a 2-day kind of mini vacation, Chris and I. And we had a lot of fun, but I did want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the egg production, because I know there's a lot of people out there that say that raising chickens for eggs isn't worth it, and that's not necessarily the case whatsoever. So in a future video, I'm going to talk about a cost comparison buying eggs at the store versus raising your own egg birds. You know, there's a lot of things that people don't take into consideration that I think you guys should really know, especially if you're interested or you're kind of weighing your options on raising egg layers. There's a lot of really cool things that you can do with it and a lot of really cool things to consider. So we'll go over that in another video, but I want to let you guys know that it is worth it. If you are thinking about raising your own egg layers, it's never too late. It's a lot of fun, a lot of cool things that you can do with the kids. The kids love it. Unfortunately though, as soon as Amelia got the egg inside, she asked what she should do with it. I told her to put it in the fridge for now. We had to get going, and as soon as she got right in front of the fridge, she dropped the egg and it broke. But we did already get some more. Like I said, we were gone for 2 days. We got back. Right now it is only one of our birds that are laying. None of the others are, and I know that because it's our olive egger that's laying. It's the only one that lays that color egg, and we've gotten 2 eggs so far. So I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll have a decent amount of production. Probably not full production, but hopefully more than what we have right now. But with that said, I'm going to get around and check on these guys, and we'll see how they've been after being gone for 2 days. Oh, he's going to get your fingers, and you don't like that. Alright guys, we're about 1 week away from harvesting these birds over here. I think our goal is to do that next weekend. As you can see, they've grown quite a bit over approximately the last 2 weeks. That's when we really started to see some growth. Really giving them a lot of extra food, and then we started feeding them some cracked and whole corn, and they are mowing down on that. Typically we're giving that to them every other day. But as you can see, well, it might be hard for you guys, there's one back here in the back that seems to be a runt. We are going to swap that one out, I think, with the rooster that we have over with our hens. Like I said before, we have no desire to hatch our own eggs here, especially with the breeds that we have. There's nothing that really stuck out to us. So we are going to swap her out for him, and then we'll still have 9 birds that we're processing now. Like I said in many other videos, these are not just meat birds. These are dual purpose meat egg layers, so that works in our advantage. Our disadvantage though was it took a long time for these guys to get to butcher weight. We'll go over that in a later video. Like I said, the egg video after we do our butchering, we'll have a follow-up video where we talk about our cost comparison to see if it was worth it to get these guys to weight. And I have to admit, again, with them being a dual purpose bird, it did take a lot longer than what I thought. So fingers crossed, we'll hopefully at least cut even on this. But like I said, they're doing great. They have been outside in this run since they were about 4 or 5 weeks old, and they've done perfectly fine. You know, the lid on here can move. We just put a brick on it, and no predators have messed with them. They are an extremely messy variety of birds out here. They just tear everything up. Thank you, girl. But like I said, they're doing great. I filled their feeder and their water before we left. Their water's kind of getting on the lower end, but they still have plenty to last them through tonight. So I got to go pick up the kids here in a little bit, and after I pick them up, Viv will get that cleaned out and filled up since they are her birds. And then for feed, they still have probably about a quarter of a feeder left, so we'll get that filled up tonight. I think we're supposed to have some nice weather this week with it being in like the mid 70s, lower 80s, so super excited for that. I really think that'll help these guys out, kind of in that weight gain category if they're not too stressed out with the temperature. But with that said, we're going to get back over to the other birds, our egg layers. We're going to check on them. We'll see how they're going, and then other than that, I want to run over and check our compost real quick. What you eating, girl? There's lots of feathers out here because I think these girls and boys are molting. All right, guys, well, that was a first for me. I just tried to walk into the chicken run and our rooster was going crazy. He was attacking me, attacking the camera. I didn't want to take any chances of the camera getting damaged, so we came back out here outside of the run. I don't know, well, I have some theories. I think that the main issue is he's started mating with the girls, and with that, I think he's becoming a lot more territorial. So I don't want to stress them out too much. So like I said, I'll just come back out here. Our hens are still really, really friendly. They'll peck you a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But he's just become darn right mean. So like I said, we're out here, but right before we left, I did go ahead and I finally got our automatic chicken door fixed. So thank God on that. Thank God for the wise outdoor security cameras we have, because I was able to then check from the hotel that we were staying in to make sure that the door was closed last night and then opened up this morning. So really excited for that. These guys are acting like they're starving for some reason when their feeder is completely full. So I'm gonna have to give them some treats here in just a minute. But like I said, we have about one more week with that rooster. The next week I think we'll be processing. So pretty excited for that. Can't wait to see what we get out of that. But other than that, guys, I just want to check the compost real quick, and then we are all done for tonight because my battery's gonna die in just a minute. All right, guys, so out here at our compost pile, it's a little bit hard for you guys to see, but I'll show you in just a second. I've really had the opportunity to add to it over the last about week and a half. With it turning closer, or kind of more fall-like conditions, we've had a lot of pine needles, a lot more leaves, so I've really been adding to this, rotating it. Now, before, kind of earlier in the season, we had a composting internal temperature floating around about 115 to 120, that's in degrees Fahrenheit. And right now, it kind of stalled out to about 80 degrees right before I pulled everything out and I really got it mixed up real well. So I'm gonna let this sit for about a week. And then after a week, I'm gonna go through and I'm going to pull it all out one more time, mix it up really, really well. And then that's probably going to be the last time that I do that for this season. So we'll leave it alone after that, and we'll just probably continue to add to it like I mentioned in one of our last videos. Now, some people like to continue to mix it up over winter. I don't. I want to trap that heat in there as much as possible. I might come out and I might just take the leaf blower and just jam it in there real good right before our first snowfall. Blow it around in there real well just to oxygenate it real well. That's going to increase the temperature a little bit. And then really I'm just going to let that compost, like I said, all winter long. So doing that, we're going to have a ton of really great compost at the end of the year, or at the beginning of next season. But I did have one more pallet for a back wall. I'm thinking about putting up another side wall so I can have 2 composters. That's my plan for sure for next spring, but I didn't know if it would be worth doing it right now. Generally speaking, especially out here during these months, you do want a pile that's going to be at least 3 feet tall. If it's not 3 feet tall, you're going to really have difficulty getting some really good quick composting. For us, right before we left 2 days ago, I had it about this high. So it dropped a good probably 2.5 feet. So right now, The temperature is still low, but I've watered it down, I mixed it up. I'm just waiting for that temperature to spike back up. All right, guys, well, like I said, that was it for tonight. I'm gonna head back up to the house because right now my camera battery is dying. Unfortunately, with us being gone 2 days, it didn't hold a great charge. But I wanna remind you guys, right now is the time to get a ton of stuff done. I'm being yelled at by my boss. What? Even she's saying, get back to work. You want to get him some feed? Well, she's saying I got to get him some treats, so I'm going to let you guys go here. You guys keep on homesteading, but like I said, don't forget, right now is a great time of the year, especially with the weather, to get as much done as possible around your house. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time.